episode is brought to you by the Municipal Councillor for the District of St. Bruno since 2013, Mr. David Dakotas. David understands his important role as a competent and honest administrator. In addition to his mandate as a Municipal Councillor for the District of St. Bruno, he held key positions on the Executive Committee as Vice President of the Executive Committee and Deputy Mayor. David chaired the Board of Directors of Société de Transport de Laval, or STL. David also wants St. Bruno to remain a vibrant community with a strong community attachment serving its citizens. Now, back to our latest episode.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk It Out. I love these episodes, and I start almost every episode this way, I'm pretty sure.
No, you changed.
Well,
usually you go, way.
Yeah, that's true. So now I'm saying I really love these episodes. And it's very important to love the episodes because you get to network and meet a fantastic and amazing people.
True.
And I'm really happy about that. And I've been trying to get you on.
I know.
For the longest time.
Yes, I know.
And I saw that little crack in the door and I'm like, I gotta grab her.
Yep, you did.
And there you go.
So I'm here.
I'm so excited.
Say the truth. It's because you like to work with me. That's the reason why you get excited. Say the
Okay,
truth.
some of us can't even fit through the door with their
Say
ego.
the truth.
Okay.
You know it. You know it.
Yeah. So, you know what they say, acknowledge and move on.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got issues.
I got you. Okay.
Alrighty, so first of all, we'd like to thank our sponsor. We just saw him before this podcast, David Dakotas. Thank you so much, David. You're so awesome. We love your support and your following and just allowing us to get cups and lights and really move from studio to studio. But that's another story.
Cups. We got cups.
We got cups.
Where are those cups? Show those cups.
There.
Nice.
This is the Let's Talk It Out mug.
Yes, and look how nice it looks.
I don't know what you're trying to motion, Vanny, but it's not the time.
Let's move that water bottle from there.
Okay,
Put it
there you
behind.
go.
There you
There.
go. Now we're
this is-
talking. Look
Isn't
at that.
it nice?
That's right.
There you go.
Now, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you. The cups are done.
The cups are done.
Yeah.
The cups have been spotlit. Does that?
Yeah.
It's not even a word.
Spotlit?
Spotlit.
That's at least a word.
It is.
My God.
I went to Sacred Heart. So I shouldn't say that too loud.
Oh my
because-
God.
Yeah, the teacher was
Yeah,
like, oh my
exactly.
God. I remember my English teacher, Ms.
Oh
DeMello.
boy, okay.
From wherever she is, she's tossing me her shoe. I see it.
It could be the principal, right?
Yeah, I know. She was a nun. Never mind, we won't go there.
Okay.
They do have sticks. Anyway, so I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. And today is a very special episode because it's very, very a personal episode.
Yeah.
And it touches on many aspects. And I think it is one of the most important things that people should start learning about themselves and become more familiar with when it comes to themselves. So I'd like to introduce Nicky Lampatos.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. You're a personal trainer.
Yes.
You're a rehab or rehabilitation Pilates trainer.
Yes, I am.
And I would like for you to really take us on a walk through as to how this all started, Nicky.
Okay. So it all started when I was 36 years old.
That was just last year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
That was last year, okay.
Yeah. It all started back then. And I was overweight. I was 280 pounds, to be precise, and unhappy with myself. I owned my own proper business. I was an esthetician at the time and had my own business at my house and had very good job, but I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it.
How come?
I had hard clients. And I don't want to go too deep into it, but I hated it. And it brought me into a black hole. And not only that, I'm Greek, okay? My ethnicity is Greek. And I guess you guys are Italian. And as you know, sometimes family can be very, very harsh. How they speak and how they react. So that's what they were doing to me. They were calling me fat. Don't you know that you're fat? And all that. And it brought me, with my job and with the family, it brought me into a total black hole. And basically, I almost took my life.
Ooh.
Yeah, I almost did it. I had the pills ready, I had a letter ready, and I was set on the day that I wanted to do it, that I'll be done. And once my family comes home, they will find me basically dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I almost did it. But my family caught me.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully.
It wasn't your
Yeah.
time. It's not.
Thankfully.
It's not for
Yeah,
you to.
thankfully.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I hated life. Even after that, because I didn't succeed. So my husband made an appointment with my doctor, and he sneaked it in, and he basically, instead of saying, I'm taking you to the doctor, he goes, I'm taking you for a coffee.
Oh.
And I was heading to the doctor's office. And I hated him because I knew where the hell I was going. And I had a severe wake-up call on that day.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
I'm super
I'm happy
glad.
too.
Yeah.
I love your husband right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I really do.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love him too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
I do.
Yeah.
Basically, the doctor shook me. He woke me up. He actually said, you know what? I'm giving you 6 months. If you continue like this, you have another 6 months, because I know that you're going to do it all over again. And he was right. And he goes, okay, so you do it again. He goes, I'm going to come to your funeral. We're all going to cry. I'll be there. He goes, I'm honest. I'll be there. He goes, but we're all going to cry. And a couple of weeks later, life goes on. And we're going to forget about you. So he goes, I have a few questions for you. You have a family, right? He goes, they brought you here. You have friends? I go, yeah. You have a house? I go, yeah. I was pouring tears. I was crying. I couldn't answer the doctor, but I was shaking my head. He goes, you have a car? You travel? You have a good life? What the hell happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's right.
I couldn't answer at all. And that's where, I don't know, bells started to ring in my head. And he goes, you know what? I'm not giving you any medication. If you're here for medication, I'm not giving you any. But what I am going to do is I'm going to write you a letter, and you're going to go find yourself a personal trainer. I go, okay. He goes, whoever you're going to find, he or she, you're going to tell them to call me. And I'm going to talk to them. And that's what I did. I actually went, and my husband found a personal trainer at the Y at that time. And I went, and I started to train. I went and all that, and I started to lose weight. Within 4 months, I lost 40 pounds with him. And within the 6 months, he goes to me, why don't you start volunteering for me? He goes, you know what? He goes, if I leave you go, he goes, I'm afraid that you might go back.
Okay.
And I don't want that to happen to you. And what I have decided is for me to become your big brother, your mentor. So what I'll do is I'll show you the inside outs. of how the gym works. He goes, while you're volunteering, and if you decide and you like it, he goes, we can talk for you to become a personal trainer. And that's what happened.
Nice.
So 6 months later, down the road, from volunteering and all that, he started to become my big brother and started showing me different parts of the muscles, what machine works and all that. And he paid my schooling and I became a personal trainer.
Wow.
Sold my business and I'm here.
Wow.
Wow, that is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now after having gone?
It's amazing. It's amazing because from my personal training and losing all the weight, I had lost 80 pounds within all of that time period. I started to focus on why am I training so hard and I don't have any goals after. So my goal as a little girl always was I was fascinated about Boston Marathon. I was fascinated on the runners, how they can actually run so many hours as a little girl and being fascinated. And I always wanted to run a marathon.
Oh, nice.
So I started to train with my personal trainer. And in that time period, I was also becoming a Pilates teacher with that. Went back to school on my own and started studying to become a Pilates teacher, becoming a rehabilitator in Pilates and all that. But my focus was to actually do a marathon.
Yeah.
So I did. I actually ran Montreal.
You did? Oh my God, that's awesome.
Wow.
I ran Montreal, and from Montreal, I hit my biggest score in my running that even my coach couldn't believe it. And basically, I found a professional marathon athlete teacher, and he started to coach me, and basically I started to run all over Canada and Quebec. I have medals all over Canada and Quebec, and went off to Toronto, got qualified for Boston Marathon. And
Wow.
that's 8 years ago.
Wow.
I ran Boston.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
How did it go? How was the experience?
I still have shivers down my spine that I was so blown away that I couldn't believe it on my own. Being there with these athletes.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was like, me, little Nicky? You know, what am I doing here? And seeing all these Kenyans in the front line, it's unbelievable. When you see them in the Olympics, it has nothing comparison of seeing them in person.
Yeah, live is
Yeah.
always live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an impact.
These people are 7 feet tall,
Oh, Maron.
full of muscle.
Like me.
Maybe
Yeah,
I should run. That
exactly.
sounds interesting. Should run the
Yes.
Boston Marathon.
Yeah, that's right. And full, it
You're Kenyan?
was. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I'm 7 foot tall.
Yeah, there you go.
You think you know a guy.
Yeah. Things change, overnight.
Maron.
Overnight.
It just changed in like the span of a half an hour.
Yeah,
Right,
that's it.
Maron.
That's it. So yeah, it was an unbelievable experience.
During all of this, from
Yeah.
what you spoke about to the Boston Marathon,
Yeah.
what is that one important thing you've learned about yourself?
I learned how to be a bigger person. Let go of all the negative shit that people can actually say. I've learned with experience and with help. Basically, I had to have a psychologist, I had to have a life coach behind me. So I've learned a lot, putting myself first. That's the hardest
Yeah, you know what?
part.
That's hard.
Putting yourself first.
Yeah.
And learning that if you're first, everybody else comes. Because as a Greek and as an Italian, we learn to put everybody else first and to put ourselves last.
Yep, that's
And it should be the opposite. Because if you're good and strong mentally and physically, your family will be also. Because if you're happy, your family will be happy. It has a big impact, that.
You exude what's inside of you.
Of course, you show it.
Yeah.
Your family will feel it if something is wrong. Your kids will say it. Are you okay? I get that all the time. I get that. So that has a big impact. And I've always learned how to put myself first so I can have a good relationship with my family, a good relationship with my husband, and everybody around me too. So that was the hardest part.
Yeah, I would say, see, I kind of fall into that. I actually, no, kind of, I do fall in that category because I feel sometimes, even for myself, I don't put myself first or let's say my needs first. I always look not elsewhere, but I always feel that it's
It's not important.
no, it's not that I'm not important. I always find that others people are placed and they're okay.
Yeah.
Then that's how I get myself to
Okay.
be okay. And
Yeah.
it's incorrect.
Yes, it is.
And that's why I'm the type of person I get hurt.
Okay.
I get hurt because of
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Also.
Yeah.
So I've learned, like in the morning when I wake up, I go and I meditate. I have learned this
Yeah.
from that time on. So in the morning when I wake up, I have my breakfast, and then I go and I meditate for at least 5 to 10 minutes
That's good.
to place myself in the proper place where I need to be.
Yeah, that's good. And is there anything specific that you meditate or?
I have an app on my phone, and it's called Medito. So it's free. You can actually download it.
Okay.
And there's different places that you can actually go. There's simple meditations, like a daily meditation, or you can even go even deeper. So there's lessons on this app. So you can actually go and listen, like gratitude, how to learn how to be grateful, how to be grateful for other people. There's lessons about stress, how to release stress by meditating.
That would definitely be one for me.
Different places that you can actually go. And I've done them all. Basically, I've gone through the whole app system, and I've done them all. And I love it. I just love it.
And now you're also a coach, right?
Yeah.
You're a coach and you're a rehabilitation
Yes.
trainer. Now, what exactly is the rehabilitation Pilates training?
So basically coaching, I coach people, they come and I listen to their needs, okay? If it's for weight loss or if it's just to put them in feeling happy in their own skin. So basically it's one-on-one. And I do some weight training with Pilates combined together.
Okay.
I do. Rehabilitation is in Pilates is completely different. So again, it's one-on-one, but now we're going a little bit deeper. So if you have back issues, my niche is lower back and spine. So people that have lower back issues, they need to strengthen their core, to have a lower back strong. They come to me.
Okay.
They come.
Okay.
So this is where I teach you. I give you homework. I give homework to my clients, and they see me once a week. And it's like physiotherapy. So basically, my step is one step below a physiotherapist. So if a client goes and does osteo, they do massotherapy, they do physiotherapy, and their physiotherapist now says, you know what? It's time for you to start looking for a Pilates teacher, okay, to strengthen that part of your body. So this is where I come in.
Oh, okay. Okay. And are you referred, right? Or they
Yeah.
come and see you and
They'll
you put them on a
come-
plan?
Yeah, exactly. So where I work is at Tennis 13. In Tennis 13, it's called Conexion Pilates. Okay, so it's a studio. I'm there permanent, so I work there full time. I work and I give group classes also, and also private lessons to clients.
Oh, nice. So you must be in great demand then.
Yes, I am pretty busy.
I think because a lot of people,
Yes.
I think a lot of people are overwhelmed, so they forget. And I find that too, is that a lot of people have a tendency to forget themselves.
Yes.
Forget what
Yes.
you have to focus on you,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's why life becomes so unmanageable sometimes.
Yes.
And what is it, that one core thing that you say you could take away from your entire life experience and what happened up until now? What is that one important thing?
Listening to me.
I love
Actually,
it. That was
listening-
beautifully said.
Listening to me.
Yeah.
I never did it. I never listened to me.
And what do you mean by listening to you?
Putting me. So if I was sick, I would pretend that I was well. So I would take care of my family and everybody else. If I was tired, I would pretend that I was fine. Anything that had to do with Nicky, it would be shoved behind. Now I actually speak up. If I can't, I can't.
Yeah.
If I can, I can.
Yeah.
So this is where it becomes hard to actually say to people, no, I can't. We all have a hard time saying that no to people. And that basically clicked when I had seen Oprah here.
Oh, she came here?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, true.
long time ago. And I bought tickets. And I went to actually listen to her. And the one thing that stood in my head was that how hard it is to say no to people. It's always yes. Even if we can't, yes, yes. You want to go there? Yes, let's go. If someone says, oh, can you come and help me? It's yes. It's never no. Even if you like the person or even if you don't. It's always yes. And now I've learned how to actually put a barrier in front of me. And I stop with that barrier. And I listen to myself.
And it must make you feel a little bit
Oh,
much
yeah.
better.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. See, a lot of people they do have a hard time doing that
Yeah.
because you feel as if you're, I don't know, I would imagine that you feel as if you're not being fair to somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And that,
Even if you don't like them.
yeah, yeah,
Even
it's
if you
true.
don't like them.
yeah. So it's
So you feel intimidated. You feel. It's like, oh my God, even though that I don't like him, they're going to put me even more down.
Yeah.
So I have to say yes.
you feel forced.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, and that's the whole point of what you
Yeah.
do as well, is that you instruct that it's okay to have a voice.
Yes, exactly. So not only am I a Pilates teacher, but I become like a psychologist to the client.
Okay.
Also, so I teach all of this
Okay.
to them. Like, it's okay.
Have you ever had one client that was very difficult?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to mention names.
No.
Don't mention any names.
No, I don't. No, I won't.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a long time ago. I was working at Hawaii, and it was horrible. Just horrible. Yeah.
Okay.
That I had to go to the director and ask the director to get that person out.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there ever a person that you thought could not be helped, or do you think everybody
Yeah, that
can?
was that person.
Okay.
That was that person. That person had issues. They had, and it was terrible. Just horrible.
Okay, so it actually, because I was under the impression people can be helped, regardless of the stage.
Yeah,
I mean,
but if they have a mental issue, this is where things change.
okay. So this is where the coaching would not be able to be beneficial.
No,
Okay.
no. Basically, I need to know that they're under a psychologist or a psychiatrist being followed, that they need to take their medication.
Yeah.
If they don't, I won't take them.
Yeah.
They need to have they need to take their medication, or even have them on them, so I can actually see them, and then we can actually talk.
Okay. Now, from this point on, this moment in your life,
Yeah.
what is it that you would say you as your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment is that during COVID, I needed to go back to school and finish a formation, a certification. And I was procrastinating it for 19 years, basically. Yeah. I didn't want to go because I knew I had an exam to do. And it took COVID to actually make it happen. And it was my son who actually woke me up during COVID. And he goes, you know what? He goes, get up from your couch. He goes, you always wanted to go and do your certification. This is your opportunity.
Nice.
And go do it.
My God, eh? That's a rude awakening for anything.
It just, bells started. Yeah, but I'm old. I started, and I have an exam to do. Who cares? He goes, there's old people go to Vanye. He goes to me, and to Concordia, and they do schooling.
He's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes,
I think we hold ourselves back.
yeah.
Because we're afraid to take that step.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like the total opposite. I say yes to everything just because.
I know. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Never because, like, I say no when I don't want to. Like, I'm not scared at all.
Okay.
Like I have no fear of
That's good.
telling some no. Why would I do that? No.
Yeah.
I say yes
That's good.
because I like to challenge myself, even though
Okay.
I've
Good,
never
though.
done
Okay.
anything in
So
that
you
realm.
see,
good, though.
for me, it's the opposite. Because I'm happy where where my bubble is right now.
Yeah.
I was very, very happy. And the thing is, when for me, getting older is like, don't give me another exam, you know, like,
That's true though.
don't give me it, you know?
Yeah. Just make me pass. Just give me the certification.
No effort, just let me do it.
So my boss flipped to the moon when she heard that I was going to do my certification.
Good for you.
Yeah. And she goes, finally,
Yeah.
finally.
Because I think our worst critics is us. Well, I am.
Yeah.
For myself, I'm my
Yeah.
worst critic. And I find that it's easy to make excuses.
Of course.
It's always easy to make excuses. But I find with that, we let, as people, I'm not going to say everybody, but as
Yeah.
people, we let a lot slip.
Yes.
We let a lot go by.
Yes.
And we pretend to put a mask on because
Uh-huh.
it's going to be okay. It's
That's
going to
right.
work out, right?
That's
but
right.
in the end, you're deluding yourself and you're wasting time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, with me, I'm a perfectionist. Everything has to be at 100%. If it's not at 100%, Nikki is not happy. And that's why I procrastinated it for 19 years, because I hate failing. So that was my biggest fear when I did the certification. And I'm proud. I'm
should
actually
be.
very proud.
You should be.
Failing
Yeah.
is the best way to learn.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's how we
So
learn.
this is what my boss, okay, so basically when it was time for me to do the exam, okay, I had booked myself private lessons with my teacher so I can pass this exam. She kept on saying, you're going to pass it. You're going to pass it. So 2 days before the exam came for me to do it, I started feeling sick.
Ah, that's up here. Yeah, it's true.
Okay? So I call up my boss. I'm crying on the phone. I don't want to do it. Take it out. I'm happy how I am. I did my certification. I'm working for you. I go, I don't need this exam. She goes, okay. She goes, let me hang up the phone and let me talk to your teacher. My teacher calls me 5 minutes later. She goes, what the hell did your boss tell me
Yeah.
on the phone? You're going to do the exam. She goes, get that stress out of you. Relax. Close your books, because I know that you're in your books. She goes to me, hide them. Get them out of your face. Go take a walk. Go have a coffee. Enjoy. Tomorrow, you're going to come and you're going to do the exam. And I'm telling you, you're going to pass it. I don't know. I kept on giving her all these excuses for the life of me to get, you're doing the exam. So I go into work. My boss is there in the studio. And she goes to me, sit down. She goes to me, what is the worst scenario that can actually happen to you? You do the exam and you fail. What? Is it the end?
That's true.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Life's
She
over. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. She goes, what? You go back and you redo it.
Yeah. Well, that's
She
She
exactly.
goes, this is how you learn.
We make our own stress.
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be stressful.
No.
It's I know it's
I
rapid.
made
though.
myself sick.
Yeah.
Sick to the T. My stomach was hurting me. I had fever. I was making myself so sick. And I went and I did it and
You passed.
I passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like you know what I find from the very beginning to now? You are one big life lesson.
Thank you. That's what my boss says also.
Yeah. You are one big life lesson. But it's almost like a movie. It's as if you were meant to reach this point.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what everybody says
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, because
Everybody says that.
your life is a lesson.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a very positive one.
Yes.
You know, it was a hard one,
Yeah.
but it's a positive
Yeah.
outcome. And
Yeah.
I think you shaped yourself to be that person, a person you can't
I'm
penetrate.
very proud of the person that I have become.
And you deserve that.
Thank you. If I look back, putting the old Nicky, never in my million years would I ever think that I would be this person who I am right now.
But I think that's why a lot of people fall short on seeing their potential and seeing what good things that they can create and become.
Yeah.
Because there's always that barrier. You have a barrier that's up. Now, barriers are good if you
Yes.
want to, control certain things. But other than that, if you want to
Yes.
better yourself,
So if you want to better yourself, you need to stop listening to your family. Okay? This is what I did. I shoved everybody behind me because there's a lot of jealousy involved, okay, with people because they don't want you to become that person, okay? So it takes a lot of energy getting out that negativity shoved out of your life and putting everything that's positive inside of you. So people need to learn how to let go of family. Yes, there's going to be good family, but there's also going to be bad family. And you need to learn how to let go of those people. There's going to be also friends around you. I've had many friends I don't talk to anymore because they're all jealous. They disappeared out of my life. But I made new friends that are good friends, positive friends that support me. They're there for me all the time, even on my bad days and even on my good days. So this is what people need to learn. And it's very, very hard, especially when it comes to family.
I don't think we ever stop learning.
Exactly.
I don't think. I could be wrong.
What my trainer used to tell me, you need to be this tiny in the world. If you're that big, you're never going to learn. If you're this tiny and you have your mind open, you're always going to learn. And I have this every day stuck in my head.
Well, the truth is, we are that big.
Yeah.
We are. The world is so immense, and
Yes.
we internalize such things that we think are so big, but in the grand scheme of them, they're not.
That's right.
You know, we look at the news and we say,
Yeah.
look at all these bad people. People are
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
because we see one incident,
Yes.
But the world is so big that, there's another 20 million people that are not that.
This
Yeah.
is it.
Right?
Yeah.
So we are that big. We're that
Yeah.
big. We have to stop thinking that we're the end of the world or whatever.
Well, that's right.
We're that big. And if you're happy amongst yourself, that's
And every day is a life lesson from the moment that you wake up till the day that you go to bed, till the end of the day. It's always a life lesson.
the only
As
problem
long
is
as-
for Italians and Greeks,
Yeah.
like half of that day is stuck on food. So
Yeah,
the
I
life
know.
lesson of what we're gonna
Yeah,
eat.
exactly. Exactly.
And
the
the rest,
menu.
the rest of the day we learn life. Okay.
This is it.
That's it. As long as we're satiated, we're ready to move
on.
on.
No, you're telling
Right.
me.
That's it. Come
I know.
As long as you eat, that's your
Yeah,
positive.
yeah,
There
this
is
is
never
it,
the negative.
exactly.
Who's
That's
making
it.
the lamb chops tonight?
That's it, and that's souvlaki.
That's it. The best. The best.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now I won marathon. That's it.
Let's go.
That's it. We'll order it.
Yeah.
We'll Uber the sucker.
Yeah.
But I think you have a very, very positive outlook, but it took you a long time to get there. And I
Yeah.
think that is
36 years.
Yeah.
You're
but-
36 years old.
Yes.
yes. But I think that is very noble, honorable. I think you've passed through heavy waters, and for you to come up with still your head over the surface is impressive.
Thank you.
And you should definitely be commended. And you know what? Nobody should knock because it's nobody's right to.
Yeah.
And
Thank
it's
you.
it's easy. It's easy to talk,
Yes.
but you don't know what the other person's
No.
going through.
Well, that exactly. And this is what I say all the time.
Yeah.
You don't know what the other person is going through. Even the person who's driving in front of you.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. You don't know. He could have a bad day. This is why he's cutting people. This is why, like he's acting like this. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
So we need patience. We need.
Oh, I don't have any more.
I know.
Oh,
Anyone who has kids,
I know.
it's gone.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm okay. In my situation, I'm not that bad because my daughter's an adult. So I mean,
Okay.
my only patience is
Yeah, as they say, when they're little, there's little problems, and when there's big, there's big
bigger
problems.
problems.
volcanic problems.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
My son is also an adult.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish. My son's supposed to be one.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we're all in that same boat.
My dog.
Yeah, we're all still rowing. Fuck, where's the
Oh
shoreline?
my
Tabarnak.
God. Yeah, exactly.
But that's it. I find that, yes, we create our own heaviness, and I think sometimes that's how we know the only way to manage. And that is an excuse.
Yeah.
And I recognize it. See?
Okay.
I'm proud.
Good.
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 I'm proud of even though I recognize it, I still dive into that excuse. After a while, it's like, let me just pick it. What's good today?
Yeah.
No, but because it's hard to face a certain reality sometimes. And sometimes I have to say that I worry or maybe I fear facing certain realities because maybe I'll see things or I'll shift my view saying, well, I see something that I'm not really happy about or comfortable with.
Yeah.
And that's how I shift my view. And it takes over.
Yes.
And I see the trigger. It's not that I
Okay.
don't. I see the trigger. It's just that sometimes I wonder, am I the only one seeing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Majority of the time, yes.
Majority of the time, yep, you're in the moon. Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Majority of the time, yeah.
And that's why, it's like, to take a step back, I think it's healthy.
Yes.
I think it's really healthy at
Yes.
certain times.
I tell everybody, step back and breathe. That's what I say to my clients even. Back up. Pause. Breathe. How do you feel now? I feel better. Yeah, no kidding. Because you backed up.
Yeah.
You paused. So this is what I tell a lot of people, and this is what I've learned even with me. Back up. Stop. Take a pause.
back up and don't ram the car behind you.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Take a pause. Have a souvlaki.
Yeah, that's it.
15 minutes later, get
Yeah.
back to it.
Yeah.
Souvlaki packed with all those fries in there. That
yeah.
sounds so good right about
To
now.
tell you guys, 2 years ago, I had a massive panic attack that I thought I was having a heart attack. It happened in the middle of the night. I had a very bad day that day. And even though that I was stopping and breathing and all that, that made it even worse.
Yeah, because it calms you to allow more in. I know,
Okay?
that's it.
Yeah. And I didn't know how to handle the panic attack, that it created almost a silent heart attack. And my son had to call the ambulance, and they rushed me to St. Mary's Hospital, and they kept me in. They did all sorts of tests, and thank God, finally, at the end of it, it came out that it was a panic attack.
Okay.
But it was so big, the doctor goes to me, it was so big that it could have created a silent heart attack. 90% of all women, silent heart attacks are prone.
That explains a lot about I probably had a lot.
So I'm sharing it
Yeah.
to everybody, this, especially to women, because they could be having a panic attack and it could be a silent heart attack happening. And I was lucky enough. The doctor goes to me, you're lucky that it didn't go there. But the next one, if it's this big, get ready. He goes to me, if you don't know how to calm yourself down and learn how to breathe and get tips in your hands from your psychologist and pause when you get a panic attack, you can get a real heart attack.
Oof.
That's
Serious stuff.
Yeah. So I did. I went to my psychologist all over again, and she told me what to do and all that. And I have learned how to back up now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we need to back up sometimes.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Because it can happen at any time. It can happen while you're driving. It can happen while you're walking. It can happen any time. So we need to learn how to take a pause sometimes and just breathe. Take that 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It doesn't take much. 5 minutes. And then continue your day.
Yeah.
Where can people find you if they wanna learn?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Pilates Nicky Lampatos. That's my page.
Okay.
I have a page on Instagram. It's called Nicky Coach. I have 2 pages actually on Instagram. One is Nicky Coach, and the other one is Coach _Nicky _001, or even on LinkedIn
Okay.
Nice.
also.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
good.
I would definitely urge people to
Absolutely.
search you out and
Yeah.
take some of the courses, because obviously you have a big experience in it. You have a life experience, and when you have that experience, you could teach it. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's good
thank
for people
you.
to.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank you.
So thanks so much for coming and
Yeah.
appearing as a guest. I'm really happy though after all this time
I
and
know,
managed
eh?
to
Yeah.
the
The stars.
the stars aligned.
that-
And we're like,
that-
she's
exactly.
coming here. Amazing.
Exactly.
Well, you had a very fun, incredible story to tell, and
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy that you shared it.
Thank you.
Because I think many people can benefit, and many people should reflect.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one, everybody. We'll catch you on the next episode of Let's Talk It Out.